I'm Dani. I'm a content creator, and if you enjoy content like this, please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the notifications bell, and if you'd like to support in other ways, you can do so by hitting that super thanks button, shopping in the merch store, or joining memberships for exclusive content. And if you'd like to stay in touch, you can sign up for my newsletter as well, and that is linked in the description. The first way that I make money online is pretty self-explanatory. You are watching it right now. It is YouTube. And I know YouTube is pretty obvious, but some people don't understand exactly how do you make money on YouTube. We make money on YouTube through ad revenue. So when your channel is monetization eligible, and I believe that means you have 1,000 subscribers and 10,000 watch minutes, which actually isn't that much. It can be done pretty quickly. Once you have obtained that, then you're able to monetize your videos, and that essentially means that you'll create a Google AdSense account, which is linked to your YouTube page, and then Google is able to place ads that would match your audience onto your eligible videos. So that's the first pretty obvious way of making money online. And I know that recently there's been this rise of popularity in channels that are faceless channels. Those can be quite easier to manage if you don't want to sit in front of a camera every single day, or there's lots of faceless channels that don't even require you to be in front of the camera, to be recorded. You can actually outsource a lot of the things. So if that's something that's interesting you, I would say just search that on YouTube and get some more information about it. That can be really useful. Now, if you really want to have a YouTube channel and build that, then I really encourage you to think about the bigger picture and the long run, and focus on quality types of content, but also be realistic and understand the type of content that is popular, the type of content that people are searching for. So there's a reason why you see a lot of popular channels, and the channels are about gaming, tech, business, how to make money online. Those are popular channels. The ones that are a little bit harder to grow in are things like beauty, fashion, or lifestyle. It's very, very competitive, but that's something that you can be taking into consideration when you're trying to figure out, is jumping into YouTube the right choice for me? What type of content should I create? I could honestly make an entire video about that topic alone. So for now, we're gonna move on to the next way to make money online. The next thing we're gonna talk about is related to YouTube and really any other social media platform, and that is paid collaborations. So I feel like a lot of new creators think that paid collaborations are gonna come when you have 1 million followers, and that's when big brands are gonna start reaching out to you, but that's simply not true. There are quite a few small creators that are able to monetize the content that they make by creating brand collaborations. Now, one of the keys to successful brand collaborations is not just waiting for brands to come at you, but really a lot of that is just being able to pitch brands. And you can essentially pitch brands with a very, very small audience. And really that's the advantage of smaller audiences. Typically, the smaller the audience, the more engaged their followers are. So you should really be focused on building that community, building that engagement with whatever audience you have. And if you can do that, that is something very, very valuable to a lot of brands. So brand collaborations, I will tell you, are what a lot of influencers rely on if their main social media presence is on YouTube, like mine is. A lot of us are relying on those brand collaborations to supplement our monthly income. Just to give you an idea, my channel has over 100,000 subscribers, and channels like mine are only making a few $100s a month, which might be shocking to you, but that's pretty normal. And obviously you can't survive on a few $100s a month. So we rely on those brand collaborations to bring in hundreds or thousands of dollars every single month from our channel. Now, you can have brand collabs, like I said, on really any platform, so YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or you can have brand collaborations that will span across those platforms, and all of that can be discussed in negotiations whenever you're trying to collaborate with a brand. So that's something that you should be aware of, that you can be flexible with all of those things, and if a brand is pitching you one thing or you're pitching that brand, you can usually find a middle ground that'll make both parties happy with the amount of content you're going to be creating for them, and also where that content is going to be made available. One way that you can make money online is through an app and website called LTK. And you may have actually seen this on different influencers' pages that you follow, but you might not have even been aware that this is a thing. So LTK is this site that partners with different brands. For example, ASOS, Pretty Little Thing, like all of your big favorite brands. And basically with this partnership, if you share links of things that you already love, things that you purchase, maybe even things that you haven't purchased, but just pieces that you're like, I'm really, really loving this. If you share that with your followers through an LTK link, because they have an extension on their website that allows you to create these unique links, if you create those links and share them anywhere across your social media, and one of your followers clicks that link and makes a purchase, then you will get a commission off of that. So now maybe that's something that you're gonna look out for. If you see the people that you're following sharing a link that says LTK on it, or it says shop my LTK, which stands for like to know, they're doing that not just because they love to share those products, but also because they are able to earn a commission off of those products. And what I really like about LTK, because this is something I'm just diving into, is that you can share it anywhere. So like, let's say that you have a really big email list that you built up, but you don't have a huge social media following. You can share your links in your emails. You can share them on Twitter. You can share them, as I do, mainly on Pinterest, but of course you can also share them in things like Instagram stories, on your YouTube channel, and it's just a really, really great way that you can make a commission off the pieces that you're already purchasing, the brands that you love, and to share those with your followers. Amazon influencer. This one is a little bit newer. If you want to become an Amazon influencer, you do have to apply for this program. There are a few qualifications, but don't worry, you don't have to have 100,000 subscribers in order to qualify. Most people are going to qualify for this program. So what's really cool is once you're an Amazon influencer, you will then have your own storefront. And on that storefront, you can share idea lists. So essentially categories and groupings of things and products on Amazon. You can also share individual products on their own post on your storefront. You can create video reviews, and if somebody watches that video on a product page and they decide to make that purchase, you can profit off of that. The newest thing that they're really diving into are Amazon Lives. So essentially it is live selling through your Amazon seller page. So very, very similar to LTK, you're gonna be sharing the links of certain products that you love on Amazon specifically. And then when people make that purchase, you are able to get the commission off that purchase. But what's different, I would say, about Amazon versus LTK is like on Amazon, if you create a video, people could make a purchase just by watching the video, not necessarily through one of your links. So that's like a really small distinction. And the fact that they're offering live shopping now is gonna be something very cool and new, and I think that's gonna be growing very soon. So it's like if you wanna be on camera, that could be something for you. But being able to share those Amazon links is so useful because it goes beyond just clothing and style, because Amazon has almost everything from A to Z. So you could really be creating any type of content and find products that relate to you, your industry, and be sharing those things through your Amazon store. And that's another really popular way that a lot of creators have been monetizing their channel. They share about what they already love, or they share about things that they reviewed, and then they share the link to their Amazon storefront. I know the blogs are not new news, and it's probably pretty well known that people can make money through their blogs by monetizing them. Maybe you're placing ads on the blogs, but the other thing is that you can also have brand collaborations with your blog. And that's something that I do occasionally. And if you go on my own website, DaniWalkerOfficial.com, you will see that I don't have a ton of blog posts. That's not really where I have invested in placing my content, and that's okay. Even though I only have a few blog posts, there's still great quality blog posts that add quality and they add value to my audience. So for that reason, I've been reached out to by different brands such as Capital One, and we collaborated on a blog post together. So if people go and shop my link, then that helps them, and then they paid me upfront front for that blog post collaboration. It was super easy to do. So even if you aren't a huge blogger, you can still find ways to monetize that blog. Of course, you don't always have to wait for brands to approach you. If you really want to be making money online, you should be pitching brands regularly. And if you have a blog, that's one of the things that you can use to monetize outside of placing ads on your blog. Managing other social media pages. So there's different ways of going about this. If that's what you primarily want to focus on, you could definitely make a living managing other social media accounts. Like, that's definitely a thing. But if you're like me and you have quite a bit of experience with content creation, YouTube, and managing your own social media pages, sometimes you can get approached by another entrepreneur, small business, or a brand that needs help managing their page. That is something that I do, and it's just this nice help for me every single month to know that that's going to be recurring income for me. Now, if you want to be very proactive, you can definitely list any of your job qualifications, the things that you're willing to offer on sites like Fiverr, because those are places where people are looking for social media managers every single day. And what's great about sites like that too is that you can limit the scope of work that you're doing. Like, maybe you don't want to do this every week. Maybe you don't have the time commitment for that. You can still offer temporary services. So it's like, oh, I'll create X number of pieces of content for you. I will edit 5 of your photos for you. I will create a brand strategy for you for X amount of dollars. Like, there's other ways that you can actually monetize that content that might not mean that you're signing up for weekly work, but there also, of course, still is that potential to get jobs where you are consistently working for a brand, entrepreneur, or a small business, or even a large brand. Let's talk about coaching. So coaching was really a great turning point for me. I had built up my YouTube channel and I had a lot of requests for people working with me one-on-one. So whether you have already built an audience or maybe you want coaching to be your primary source of income, whatever it is, there are ways to become online coaches. So what I think is really important that everybody should be doing if you want to make money online is first just start building up an email list. So an email list is great. You can capture this with just one landing page, and typically you're gonna provide some sort of value to people for that email. So it's, you know, some kind of freebie, maybe a discount, maybe a free teaching. You can provide those things for people. They'll give you your email, and you want to be building up that email list so that later, if and when you're ready to sell something like one-on-one coaching, you actually have a group that's already interested in you that you can sell to. Of course, you can be like me and you can create content related to your industry. So for me, I know a lot about pageants. I share a lot about that, and that's what helped me to launch my pageant coaching business and to make that super successful, and to ensure that I have clients that are booking with me every single week. The reason that I don't put money into advertising for my coaching business is because my YouTube channel is set up to do that for me. So my YouTube channel is really all the advertisement that I need because I've already built that audience. I already have millions of views and over 100,000 people that are tuning in every single week to watch my content. So I would say that that coaching type of business, yes, it can be done independently, but it's usually easier to build some sort of audience first and then get into the coaching world. Digital products are one of my favorite ways to make money online because there's so many ways to do this using whatever your skill set is. And what's so great is once you create that product and once you place it online and you make it available for people, then you can sell an infinite number of those digital products, and it's not going to take you any extra time. Now, of course, the time that you're going to spend selling those digital products is something else. It might be something else. Maybe I'm advertising a digital product on my YouTube course. Maybe I'm talking about a digital product on my Instagram account, and that is what is driving my digital product sales. Like, that may be the case. You're still going to have to put effort into actually selling these products. But what is so great is like once you've already put that effort in by maybe creating a sales funnel that is also automated for you, then really you don't have to worry about it. You can just sit back and it's kind of an infinite amount of money that you can make from digital products as well as courses. As an example, for digital products for my audience, I created practice interview questions, a crown countdown guided journal to help them with their mindset. I also created Lightroom presets to help them manage their own social media. Those are the things that made sense for my audience, but you could be offering something very different. Maybe you have skills with Photoshop. Maybe you can create digital art. Maybe you write an ebook. There's honestly so many different ways that you can create a digital product that will work for you. The next thing I'm going to talk about is unique to YouTube, but there are other platforms that do have options for this. On YouTube, what I'm talking about is called super thanks. Essentially, this is like a tip that followers can give to content creators. Now, Instagram, after they took away the monetization of their reels, which I don't love, after that, they allow now subscribers and followers to tip Reels creators. So the way that you can do this on YouTube is called super thanks, and different platforms have their own ways of doing this. But this is a really, really great way to increase your revenue online if you are on a social media platform. People also do this in the form of gifts on TikTok lives. Like everybody kind of has their own way of doing this. So when I first heard about super thanks, I thought nobody's gonna donate to my channel. And then one day I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna share about it. I'm gonna see what happens. So I remember the first video, I invited people to hit that super thanks button and contribute to the channel, that I had several people reach out and make a donation to the channel. And that is huge for content creators like me because we have expenses associated with the content that we create. So, I have to pay for things like lights and cameras when the camera breaks or certain softwares. There's always costs that go into that content creation. And it really, really helps if we can increase revenue through things like that super thanks button. So once I started doing that, people started regularly donating. That increased my revenue every single month, and that's been a huge help to me. The last thing I'm going to talk about are memberships. So there are literally websites like Patreon that are specifically devoted to memberships, but also different platforms have their own versions of memberships. As you know, Instagram rolled that out. YouTube has a memberships option. I just got started with memberships for my YouTube channel, and I took a while to do that because personally, I really wanted to make sure that whatever it was that I was offering to my subscribers was really gonna be worth the money and it was really gonna add value to them. So after listening to my audience and asking and figuring out what is it that you actually want more of, or maybe something that I'm not yet offering, for me, that happened to be extended versions of the episodes that I already create. I realized that that small group of people who are very, very devoted to my channel, who come back every single week and watch every single video, those people wanted my episodes to be longer versus people who might just be discovering my channel, or people who maybe, watch it occasionally or seasonally. They want faster episodes. They want just all of the meat and potatoes right away and no fluff added in there and no extras. But there is still that group who really wants all those extra benefits. And I'm able to do that and offer that through memberships on my channel. So whether you're offering memberships on Instagram, on YouTube, through an independent site like Patreon, there are so many ways that you can add bonuses and incentives and just make the entire experience even better or more personalized for the audience that you're building through a memberships option. Okay, friend, that's all I have for you today. Those are 10 ways that I make money online. There's actually a few more, but I hope that you enjoyed this content, and I really hope that it inspired you or gave you some new ideas for how you can make money online as well. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode, and if you want to check out a few others that I've created that I think you're going to enjoy, then check these ones out right here. Aside from that, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notifications bell, and I'll see you very soon.